get when you combine layers of bacon, cheese, sausage, and onions and bake it for 3 hours? You get a breakfast loaf. What if you take that breakfast loaf, put a fried egg on top, cover it in melted American cheese, and sandwiched it in between Hawaiian sweet buns? What if? No more what ifs. Let's get on with the recipe.
To start, we're slicing up these potatoes and I'm using a mandolin. Check out this little trick, using a fork so that your fingers don't get cut. Then I proceed to lay the bacon in this format on this loaf pan. But if you're using, let's say, a circular loaf pan, you'd want to spiral it around in a circle. This is where the layers start. First, I add a layer of potatoes. Then on top of the potatoes, I add a little bit of those chopped red onions. On top of that, some shredded cheese. This breakfast loaf has one layer of ground breakfast sausage. I'm going to add it after the cheese, but you could really add it at any point during this process. You see, part of my recipes are just a suggestion, so you could easily make this without the breakfast sausage. It'll be a tad less salty and less breakfasty, but it'll be equally delicious. Now it's time to wait. You pop this in a 400-degree oven for roughly 3 hours, degreasing it once every hour, and this is what you end up with. I'm using a Hawaiian roll because they're sweet, fluffy, moist, and delicious, but you could really use any roll you want. Once the breakfast loaf is cooled, you want to slice a piece that's roughly the same size as the roll. If it's not, you could easily just use 2 pieces, which I did in this case. After cutting the breakfast loaf and pan frying it, I'm going to add some American cheese on top, but you don't have to use American cheese. In fact, you don't have to use any cheese at all. Then fry an egg to top this bad boy off. And guys, this sandwich with the runny yolk is no joke. I mean, with an egg pop like this, obviously I never skip egg day, and neither should you.
All things breakfast, sandwiched between my favorite sweet roll. Let's try this bad boy out. It's pretty thick, in a good way. You put anything on a Hawaiian roll and it's gonna be incredible. When you take layers of potatoes, bacon, sausage, onions, and cheese, and you put it in between that with a fried egg on top, you get this. And this, my friends, is an incredible recipe. Like I said, you don't have to sandwich this in between a bun. You can easily just pan fry it, eat it with a knife and fork. You don't even have to pan fry it. You can just take it out of the loaf, slice it up, and just eat it like a piece of bread. I love potatoes for breakfast. I put potatoes on my sandwiches all the time, so I'm getting that with this. In between each bite, I'm getting some of that breakfast sausage because I added a layer. I'm getting some creaminess from the yolk. Guys, this is a breakfast loaf sandwich, and it could be yours. All you gotta do is check out the link in the description. Hit up RecipeChampions.com where I publish all my recipes, and a new one is up there every single week. Again, I hope you guys like this recipe and video. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. I'm gonna eat this bad boy right to the face. Bye.
Hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you want to become a recipe champion in your own home, head over to RecipeChampions.com for all my published recipes. You can learn how to make crazy things like Fruity Pebbles cheesecakes or even an Eggs Benedict burrito. Go check it out and learn how to turn yourself into a recipe champion.